Have you ever been waiting on God and been like, oh my goodness, come on, like, what are you doing? Like, we need to go. Well, just remember this. In Lamentations 3:25, it says, the Lord is good to those who wait for him. But just as important after that, it says, after a comma, it says, to the soul who seeks him. The important thing about waiting on God is, whenever you're waiting on him, it can't just be like in a waiting room. You can't just sit down and go, okay, I'm just waiting. Then yeah, you're gonna be waiting for nothing, because nothing's gonna happen and you're just gonna fall apart, and you might even lose your faith because of it, and that's all on you. I've been there before too, but the thing is that after that it says, it's very important, it says to the soul who seeks him. So whenever we're waiting on God, we have to seek him. We need to seek him even more whenever we're waiting on him, because if you're waiting on God to do something, when God does something, you have to be ready for it. And because we also have to think. That's what I like to think of, is when I'm waiting on God, we're like, oh, what are you doing? Come on. I like to think about all those times when God waited on me. You know, whenever he wanted me to do something, and I'm like, oh, I'm just not ready. Or all those times when I knew I should have been reading my Bible, or I should have prayed, but instead I decided to watch or play or go do something else, or put it off until it was too late and something else came up. I like to think about those things because it makes me think, I'm like, well, hey, God waited on me in those times. And now that I'm waiting on him, I actually know that he knows what he's doing, even when I definitely didn't know what I was doing in those times when he was waiting on me. So just don't forget that. Whenever you're waiting on God, seek God. And absolutely, whenever you can't hear God, you need to read God. Because God is here in a book, and it's the Bible. You know, it says that Jesus Christ, the one that we worship, says that, the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the Word became flesh. And we need to know that, and we need to remember that. That whenever you can't hear God, sometimes we need to read God to be able to open up our ears to where we can hear him. I love you guys, and I hope you have a blessed day. Just remember, if you're waiting on God and you're seeking him, he'll come through just on time no matter what. And it'll be better than you can ever imagine. Love you guys.